On the illegal mining story, we're now joined by SABC reporter Chriselda Lewis, who is at the Langlaagte mine. A very good morning to you, Chriselda. Can you tell us what happened overnight?
Well, a very good morning to you, Elvis. First of all, let me bring you up to speed about what's happening at the scene at this point. The traditional healers that were here yesterday to come and pray for the safe passage of the illegal miners that were trapped have returned to the mine this morning, saying they're here to pray or to be thankful, rather, for those that were brought to the surface yesterday. But there are strong allegations that are being made at this point by some family members who are saying that the search, which Elvis was called off at 1 o'clock this morning after the rescue workers together with illegal miners who formed part of that group that went underground to go and search, had indicated that they did manage to locate the body of one of the illegal miners that was brought to the surface. And a bit earlier on, prior to that, we also got one of the illegal miners who was brought to the surface as well. He is in a critical condition at the Helen Joseph Hospital. But this morning, some of the families of the illegal miners say they do not believe that the search should have been called off. There are still some illegal miners that are trapped underground. That's what they're saying this morning. So essentially, with the information we're getting from the Department of Mineral Resources this morning is that the search has been called off. They believe that they've gone as far as they could go underground, and they say they were not able to find any more illegal miners or anyone underground after they had discovered the body of that illegal miner that was brought to the surface. So I guess the different stakeholders are really caught between a rock and a hard place at this point, given the fact that these relatives who are among those who are praying there just down the slope at the moment, who are saying that their loved ones are still underground, and they're calling on the Department of Mineral Resources and all the other stakeholders, including the city of Johannesburg, perhaps to reconsider this decision, if at all, to resume this search, saying that their loved ones are still trapped underground. Let's just get some clarity, first of all, on what the situation is at the moment and whether there would be talks at this point on what the way forward is. Let me chat now to Zama Zama, who is with the City of Johannesburg's emergency services. Mr. Matobako, it's been an extremely long night. You'd been here throughout the night. We understand that the search was called off at 1 o'clock this morning. Let's first get confirmation of that.
Yes, I can confirm that from the team that came from the mine rescue team, they have confirmed that they have done everything that is in their power to try and find the trapped miner and those who are presumed to be dead, but they haven't found anyone, only the person that they brought to surface at 12 o'clock yesterday.
I understand there's going to be negotiations now about what to do next, because there are allegations that are being made by some of the family members who are praying at the bottom of the slope. They say their loved ones are still underground.
From the City of Johannesburg Emergency Services, we cannot make that call. It's not our jurisdiction to make that call. As I've mentioned, that the Department of Mineral and Resources, they are the ones who are actually contacting the mine rescue team. Our responsibility here is to, when the miners are brought to surface, then we treat them if they are still alive and then take them to hospital. Further than that, there's nothing that we can do as the city and also as the Department of EMS.
We understand, though, that there would be talks between those parties, perhaps on a way forward. You did indicate earlier.
That was information that was given to me by the team leader of the mine rescue, to say that they are going to give the feedback of what transpired last night to the Department of Mineral Resources, and based on that they will be told what is it that needs to happen next.
All right, thank you very much there for your time. Zama Zama was with the City of Johannesburg's emergency services. Some of the families here are quite waiting for some news, and perhaps the only indication I guess they will get at this point is after the meeting is had with the Department of Mineral Resources and the other stakeholders about what really needs to happen next, as some of these family members are indicating that their loved ones are still trapped underground. We're going to chat now to one of those family members who has been very concerned here since this morning, who was saying that his brother has been trapped underground for over a week now, and he believes that it's still too early to call off the search at this stage, and are essentially saying, if the department, if we can chat to Mr. Nzikwa, who's going to join us just in a few minutes, Mr. Nzikwa, if you can, just be careful there. It's a bit difficult to walk through this area at this point. Mr. Nzikwa, thank you very much for your time. Apologies, we didn't really want to disturb your prayer session there, but you believe that your brother is still underground?
Yes, please, I believe that, because we have gotten evidence. There are some of the guys that came recently, they said they saw him, but they didn't even reach that place because of that smoke. So we believe that man is still there. And even now we're doing the family are doing some rituals there. The Zama said the person is still there, and the people can go and take him. They can afford to come out with him definitely today.
And look, we've just confirmed that the search has been called off. The rescue mission believes that there is nothing else that they can do. We did speak to you a bit earlier off air, and as a family you were saying that you will have absolutely no choice now but to go down yourselves and fetch your brother.
Specifically, the mine rescue team says they won't go inside there. Me and our family, we can't even go there inside. There's no problem for us to go there. Unfortunately, I've got any problem, but I'll try by all means to go inside there to rescue my brother, because I can't stay for this situation. He's the only brother that I have, my elder brother. So I can't even stand for that situation. So it's better for me to go try myself there inside. Or there are some of the family members that they said they will assist us to go inside there.
We understand the situation is extremely dangerous, Mr. Nzikwa. Is that the only thing that will bring you closure, I guess, for you to come out with your brother?
I think that I'll do something like a sacrifice. Dead or alive, I'll go inside to rescue my brother. If I'm supposed to die in this mine, specifically I'll follow my brother. But the thing that I'll do, I'll never ever leave my brother in this mine. I'll try by all means.
I think, Mr. Nzikwa, we're going to leave it there at this point. We understand that it is a very difficult time for some of the families, including the Nzikwa family, who still strongly believe that their loved ones are in this mine. And they say they're going to do everything possible to try and bring those that they believe are still underground to surface. He says they would go as far as going down the mine themselves, no matter how dangerous it is. And just to show you a bit, the hole down there, Elvis, you can see, extremely dangerous just looking at it from the point where I am standing. But these relatives are saying they're prepared to take that risk, dead or alive, as Mr. Nzikwa had pointed out. And I do not think perhaps that will be something that will sit well with the Department of Mineral Resources, as well as the City of Johannesburg's emergency services, who are now saying that they're going to try and cordon off this area to ensure that some of these family members who believe that their loved ones are still there do not gain access to this area. Some police, very few though, have been brought in here at this point. So it really remains to be seen what will happen in the next couple of minutes, in particular for these families who say that they're prepared to risk life and limb in order to fetch their loved ones underground. We'll certainly monitor the situation here at the mine in Langlaagte and bring you all the latest throughout the course of the day. But very importantly, what we want to hear next is from the Department of Mineral Resources, together with the rescue miners, what decision will be taken next, given that this search had been called off at 1 o'clock this morning, whether they will consider resuming the search following the allegations that these family members are making. We'll certainly cross to you throughout the course of the day on Channel 404.
Thank you, Chriselda. That was Chriselda Lewis at the Langlaagte mine.